Alright guys, welcome back to another video here. We're going to do a quick little update. There's a new patch that went out today. Looking at the training room, they did a big upgrade to the training room. As you can see, there's a lot of different things here now. A lot of things on the floor. A lot of things that you guys can now test out. So for those of you who are new to the game or or just aren't comfortable with a lot of the weapons yet, this is a perfect tool for you guys to use now. Alright, and so in this tutorial we're going to go through some of the things that you guys can use this room for to just practice, get better aim, get better with the particularly recoil patterns on and off of attachments, the difference between your gun behavior with those attachments, and also different legends. But yeah, let us know in the comments below as well, guys, if you want us to do any tutorials on specific guns. Every gun has their own sort of nature and perks that you can use them for in a different way, different recoil patterns, and we'd be happy to show you guys and make some content on that for if you're interested. Let us know in the comments. So we can start off here. You've got, as it was before, 5 different sections. You've got your like gold weapons over there, the shotgun, light no, that's the shotguns, right? The light ammo in the middle, heavy weapons, and then your energy weapons all the way at the end there. And each section has the specific attachments that can go with every gun in that section. Very useful for you guys to use. And you can test out different things here. So like, I'm gonna go over just quickly a few things that you guys should use this for. First of all, hats off to Respawn. I love how organized it is. Pretty well done, I'd say. But yeah, so moving on to what you guys can do here. First of all, like any of the changes that they made, pretty much very similar on the outside here. You've got your non-moving targets, you've got your like shifting targets, you've got these little falling down things. The only things new that they've added are these little guys. So these are just basically humanoid targets, it seems. And yeah, they're pretty much just there for you to shoot down, get practice and a feel for shooting an actual body. Oops, a little bit like there. Yeah, just shooting a little bit of a body instead of just the targets here. So these ones are kind of there to help you, but these will give you the exact feel. So it's actually a pretty good and useful tool, I think. More than anything else, I do wish these moved, but we can do it for now. At least Respawn has put it in. Hats off to them. Maybe we'll get some moving targets. Like if we could have these guys, like even if they're moving at that speed, just like left and right or something, I think it would be really good and really useful for a lot of players to practice their skills on. But for now, we can deal with this. You can stand in the middle. They go 3, 1 in each section, so you've got different ranges that you can test your gun at. Okay, so I think the biggest thing you guys can use this training room for now is learning the behavior of your guns with each attachment. Like how it changes between having a level 1 stock and a level 3 stock. And it's not going to be huge. It never was huge, and it's something that doesn't affect you too much, but practicing and getting used to it can go a long way, especially in a situation where you don't really have time to think. You don't have time to think about how the guns react. In Apex, you really need to be able to just flick to a target and take them out as fast as possible, right? So a little difference here that you can see will always help you get an idea. Take this off. So first thing I'm going to start with just like learning your recoil patterns. I'm sure there's a lot of videos that are already out there on this, and we're just like just trying to highlight it that it's important. So the R301, probably the easiest one for everyone to use, has a little bit of an upside down, sort of a question mark-ish shape. So it'll go up a little bit to the right and then quickly to the left. So there you go. So tilting to the right, a little bit up, tilting to the right, and then shifting quickly to the left. Right? And you can practice here to figure out what exactly you need to do with your hands to counteract that. So if it's tilting to the right, pull it down to the left. then it shifts to the left, so shift to the right, right? And that way you can keep a steady aim on your target. Okay, not very good on my part. Alright, so that was a little bit better right there. So I'm trying to stay as steady as possible as I can on this point. So there you go, 252 is the max you can get anyway. So learning your recoil patterns here, those super help. Moving on to the next thing is attachments, right? Adding the attachments, seeing how they change. I'd say the biggest one you need to learn is the extended mag. Here with the extended magazines, you can actually see how your recoil pattern changes. As you have more bullets in a gun, that's going to change your pattern. Alright, so we've added just 2 extra bullets. So this shouldn't change much from that regular upside down, like that question mark pattern. So actually, if you did notice there, it changes a little bit, goes left and then a little bit up to the right. So watch it again. Right there at the end, just a little bit, the last 2 bullets go up. Right, so that wasn't there when we had no extended mag. It just went straight left and that was it. So finding attachments and understanding how the behavior will change when you pick up that attachment is very key for you guys in the field. So I've got level 3, now extended mag, and now you're going to watch that the recoil pattern is going to go finish that question mark on the left, then go a little bit to the right, upright, and then back down to the right. Right? So that's where it ends, and that question mark actually ends and then goes up and then to the right. Oops, I ran out of bullets. Ran out of bullets really quickly. Okay, so there it is, like up and then left and then to the right a little bit after your question mark shape. So that's going to be key for you guys to actually understand how that works. A little bit more zoom in actually so you can see that. So I think that's the biggest advantage you guys can get, and not all guns have that sort of recoil pattern. Right, so, but coming in here to at least figure out the guns that do have those recoil patterns can really give you an edge over your competition. Something that I do every time I play the game, just come in and just start testing, especially the R301, it's one of the most common guns, right, you'll find. Just come in here, throw on a few attachments or something, maybe the common ones, the blue ones, right? Just so you understand and get a feel for how it's actually going to work. And then go for it. Once you practice a few times, get a little bit of a feel of the recoil, you can go into a game every time, and I guarantee you'll probably do a little bit better than you do on your first game of the day without any warm-up. R99, straight up recoil pattern. So just pull down. Easy peasy. Alright, so the next thing that you guys can actually use this training room for is actually the legends themselves. So the respawn's added, you can click M or just go to the menu here and click change legend, right? And you can try out any character that you want. So originally you could only come into this training room with just Lifeline, and I don't think you could even use her ult, but now you can put it down, you can practice with your ultimates and see how they interact, how they work exactly, right? And that's particularly useful for either new players who don't know how to play, because jumping into your first match, you're gonna get pulverized easily, right? And you don't want that. Or you've gone through it and you really wanted to try one of the weapons or one of the characters, but you have no idea how, and you don't get time in the game because people are just shooting at you, right? So come in here, easy time now, it's great. Change up your character, whichever one you want to use. If you don't know how to use, let's say, the new legend, Crypto.
They tried to get rid of me. They failed.
A lot of people don't know yet how to use his drone, right? And there's a lot of things that you can do to practice in here.
Getting my eyes in the sky.
You can also come in here with a friend, I'm assuming. We're going to try it out in a little bit later on in this video just to show you guys. I think Harpy will be on to show you guys, but for now, here you go. You can practice using Crypto's drone. You can also practice using his EMP, his super. and you can get a feel for what's the range on his EMP. A lot of people I've seen, especially when crypto was first released, they would EMP their own friends, right? And he's got a very wide range of his EMP. So it's just something you can come in here, kind of practice around, that you can put your friends up somewhere else and see how much and how big and how wide this drone actually affects people. Again, something small, not huge, but it can make a difference when you're playing a ranked match or any sort of general match, and it could mean a life or death situation, right, between your teammates and yourself.
I'm back. Logged off my drone.
Quickly to learn. Any legends that I'll go for as well. If you don't know how to play Caustic, I'm pretty bad with Caustic, right? A lot of times I'll have to practice like how to throw these like gas strikes. How far can I throw them?
Independent variable added.
I think you can also hold it, right? And that gives you the curve. A lot of people don't know that or don't take the time to figure it out.
Placing gas trap.
That didn't really go that far. So what's the angle that I can do?
Placing gas trap.
But yep,
I have come to save the day.
that's
Maybe.
another use that you guys can use this training room for, and I think it's a really good one for beginners coming into the game. You guys can really get a feel for these characters and how they play, and then you just have a better edge when you go into the match. You don't need to think about the characters themselves. You need to think about the gameplay and the strategic positioning, which is the next part of Apex in general. Right, positioning and where you are relative to the team. When should you flank, when you should not flank. Those are things that you have to figure out in-game. You can't figure them out anywhere else. You can't figure them out in the training room. So use this training room to really at least nail down the weapons, the guns, and the legends. Right, so coming in here in that sort of example, you guys can really get a feel for how these things change everything. And I think that's going to be super key for all of you, for everyone that's coming in, for anyone that's new in the game, and even the veterans, guys. If you guys haven't used a specific weapon and don't know a lot about it, right, come in here, give it a few shots, give it a bunch of rounds, try it with different attachments, see how it feels, how it changes with the attachments. That way you'll know when you go inside the games what exactly to expect. Alright, I think that's good for this little video. Thank you guys for joining, and see you legends out there.